Venezuela's self-declared interim president Juan Guaidó has said his family has been threatened, amid the country's continuing political crisis. In a speech at Venezuela's Central University, he said police had visited his family home looking for his wife. Mr. Guaidó declared himself president this month and was immediately recognized by the US and several Latin American countries. Russia and China back President Nicolas Maduro. Military support is seen as crucial to Mr. Maduro's hold on power. But Mr. Guaidó says he has held secret meetings with the military to win support for ousting Mr. Maduro. Protests have been held across the country since Mr. Maduro began his second term on 10 January. He was elected last year during a controversial vote in which many opposition candidates were barred from running, or jailed. About 3 million people have fled Venezuela amid acute economic problems. Right now, special forces were at my home asking for Fabiana, said the opposition leader during a speech at the university. The dictatorship thinks they will frighten us. I received this information before I came here. But I didn't start with that. I started with a plan for all Venezuelans. Addressing security forces directly, he said, I will hold you responsible for any intimidation of my baby, who is just 20 months old. Broad vision for the future direction of the country. Mr. Guaidó called for the re-establishment of public services, measures to tackle the worsening humanitarian crisis, and support for the most vulnerable sectors of the economy. His plan Venezuela also focused on restoring oil production. We want a child who is born in any Venezuelan state to aspire to as much as, or more, than any child who lives in Madrid, Barcelona or Bogota or in any other part of the world, he said. He called on Venezuelans to gather together on Saturday as part of fresh protests to demand humanitarian assistance, before asking for foreign diplomats to accompany him home to help protect his family. Later on Thursday he told the Reuters news agency that a change in the country's government would be advantageous to Russia and China, who support Mr. Maduro.